Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel Part 85. In the previous video, we completed our Day 2 field study tasks and we returned to the city, and then we learned that a factory's on fire and there was a big monster in there, and then we fought it and I got a little salted up, as, you know, you would expect by this point, right? We have decided to retool our party to actually be prepared for the fight this time, and you may notice Fee is tall now. There's a reason for that. I mentioned in the last video how we should probably retool Fee as a support character that's fast as opposed to doing damage, because basically the problem with Fee as a physical damage dealer in this game, or at least in this mod, is that since evasion is nerfed, it is much harder for her to stay alive with such a low maximum HP pool. So instead, we're going to use Crow, who has just a higher base HP pool, which is the most important defensive stat in this game, because defense doesn't really do anything. And we're going to keep Fee in the back line as our domination, like, blast someone for like 20k damage, hopefully. I think that's the idea, and we're going to use Crow as more of a support. Our formation should be a bit better. He shouldn't be able to hit Elliot and Reen on the first turn anymore, since we moved Elliot back one. So it should just knock the fuck out of Reen. But then Elliot can try and heal him, I suppose. Now, I hope they're spaced out enough that they can't be hit by the damage as well. I don't know. It's always hard to, like, space out properly, just because it feels like you're so constricted in what your default formation can be. But let's go ahead and go. I've got CP on everyone as well. I did my best to, like, basically when I grind CP, I rarely actually win the fights. I usually just, like, get one enemy down to almost dead, or get the last enemy down to almost dead, and then just, like, run away so you don't get the XP, but...
Bring it on!
Come on, man.
Go!
I almost, like, want to restart instantly, so maybe we need to put Crow slightly up so that that can't happen. Because, like, really, the best thing is for him to knock the fuck out of Reen, and then we can try and, like, get AoE buffs on everyone.
Burn down! Leave it to me.
Okay.
Arcus activate.
My
And
turn.
you can Holy Song,
Listen to my song of healing.
Thanks.
which basically guarantees you're never going to get to play the game again, but... Reen, now would be a pretty good time to wig
no,
the
you
hell
don't.
out. Okay, great cover, great cover.
All right.
Okay, I think you gotta Chrono Burst Elliot and hope that he can, heal her? Come on,
turn.
Elster. Yes, you're fast enough, thank you.
Right.
Your arts are buffed. I still think it's probably for the best to just go for the burn straight up. Because Purgatorial Flame it takes twice as long to cast, and the damage isn't that much higher.
Let's go.
Like, really, the main thing that's hurting him here is the burn, because it's crazy high max HP. Fantastic dodge. Unbelievably good.
Here.
Now,
My turn.
here's a little ditty all about my boy Reen and how you should knock the fuck out of him.
Keep it up, everyone.
Oh no, you don't.
Oh yeah, we also equipped Angel on Elliot.
Ha!
All right.
Which, maybe is good? I don't know. It gives us more margin for error, and I mean, Cannon... I should have kept Cannon equipped on someone so it'll level up, but... Make Elliot go.
Here.
And then even if you can't go in time,
My
you do
turn.
still have Holy Song. You can go in time. I wonder if you could risk the Fortuna. Because really, only Reen's taking damage now. Look at it. So yeah, go for the Fortuna here. How big's the delay? Okay, so it's still like, you know, it's not quite instant.
My turn.
And I don't think we even have a space spell, even if we wanted to try and utilize it. Do we have anything that gets rid of stat downs? And don't we have a food item that cures stat downs and heals? Yeah, our pizza. And they give some sea pizzle.
Huh. Ooh, that's good. All right.
You are basically out of mana. Which, for some people, would be scary. Not for me, of course.
Here.
And this is where he double smacks us and we lose instantly.
This looks bad.
You can't Holy Breath in time. Like, really, bro? Really?
Listen to my song of
Ooh,
healing.
thanks.
Well, I guess we did have
It's my
regen on
turn.
everyone. We could have tried to make do with that now that I think about it, but...
Arcus activate.
You know, Reen is playing the game as well. Thank you.
Leave it to me.
That gives us a little bit momentum. How's speed looking? Speed is wearing off on Elliot and... Well, it hasn't worn off on her, but we can still stack it.
Here. Go.
Honestly, don't... Well... Take some nuggies. Because, Reen is a good boy who deserves his tendies. His, fish tendies.
Huh. Ooh, that's good.
Huh?
My turn.
Now, we could. We could. It would do like 30k damage, maybe. Or like 20k at least. But no, because we wouldn't be able to buff strength, so actually probably wouldn't do that. It would do like, what? Yeah, probably 20. Well, no, because it's only a 0.5 modifier. And I don't know how it interacts with crit. I don't really know how the damage modifiers work, but... Yeah, I forgot about you actually have abilities. And one of the, because wild card, you know, we've only used it the one time really, in that one fight against, in the field, not the field study, the practical exam, but I mean, it's actually pretty good. I don't really know what all the effects are. Now, some of the effects are like completely useless, but you can cast it extremely fast. In theory, so I think you do. I don't know if your speed will wear off first or not.
Arcus
but
activate.
it should still refresh, right? Yeah, it worked right.
All right. Arcus activate.
My turn.
Now you have, I mean, you gotta go for the free. And the art lower, I mean, the art debuff might work here. I think you gotta go for it.
Ha!
If it lowers his art defense, that's not really that great because we're not gonna be able to make use of it, I don't think, but it is a free 9,000 damage.
I can do this.
Can you cast it in time? You can cast Hydro Cannon in time. I wonder if there's a way, well... Trying to think if there's a way to get you... Nah. Well... I mean, you could do this for free. But I don't really care about for free. This probably, I mean, this probably does slightly more damage since you'll get the buff as well. Like, you'll take advantage of the debuff. It's only a 10% lower chance to burn. And you'll get to cast it for free, so I think this is for the best.
Let's go.
Ha! Thanks. Here we go.
So far, this is way more manageable, just being able to actually kind of enter the fight. Also, I mean, having Crow here, because, I mean, really, I kind of have I didn't realize Crow had that much HP as well. Like, we really should always be using him over Fee, since you just can't stack evasion high enough that you can reasonably rely on it. Okay, try and get like as far
Burn
away
to
as
ash.
possible. You did burn, so even if I don't know why I didn't link. Well, I didn't know if I wanted to, and then a seal for
My
me.
turn.
Okay, we were getting pretty close.
Ha!
Probably. Do we have Crow ult here?
Right.
It's 50,000. I don't think you do it just yet.
Let's go.
The
Take this.
dodges.
Right.
We don't deserve this. We don't deserve it, man. We don't deserve it.
Leave it to me.
I'm not mad, but I do feel like we're getting luckier than we should. I think you ult yourself, or not ult yourself, or buff yourself so that you can ult
thanks.
yourself later.
Here we go.
Yo, dog, my name's Reen. I'm here to whack and smack. I wish you were slight, because I mean, Chrono Burst, is there a way we can utilize it? Because we could give it to you, but then what do I want to do with you? Nothing, really. God, it's so scary bringing in Fee. Just wait for now. Forte yourself, I guess. That's 7,000. We didn't burn. If we had burned, we could maybe have tried to go all in.
Right.
But we don't want to get too greedy here. Honestly, I don't mind. I kind of like prepping the Holy Breath here.
Arcus activate.
Because you know he's going to smack the fuck out of us. I wouldn't have it any other way,
Thanks.
man.
My turn.
Then... I think you let that boy Elliot go again.
It's my turn.
You line up. Just make sure you get the damage
Let's go.
out there. You're gonna cast it after, unfortunately. Can you be frozen? I don't think so. No, you can. Well, yeah, go for the Crystal Flood.
Arcus activate.
My turn. Burn to F. All right.
Okay, you got the burn. I think we go for it now. Well, not just yet. No, it's not time yet.
Here.
Ha!
8,000. This should do what? I'm gonna say 14K.
Yeah, you're done. Cross Raven. See ya.
It's now 11K. We were off by a decent amount there. Okay, he didn't instant cast his oh no, you poor summer child. I'm so sorry. Now, if only.
Sorry, would you mind? Will do.
Okay, you come in. I just want to see how much damage you do, in all honesty. Okay, like, don't do anything yet. I hope... Because it's first move, right? Not first action, so we should still get the domination bonus here. Now, we are kind of fucking around, and we could potentially lose because of this, but...
Arcus, active.
Right.
I think it's fine, though. I mean, you're dead. You only have 10,000. It's gotta do at least 18K, right? If the domination bonus goes through, right? You got an upgraded weapon, you got a force,
That's
you're
that.
still built for strength, the 200 CP ult. Right on the money, man. Right on the money. And then that kills everyone. Haha.
Targets eliminated.
It would have been, even if
Let's
it
get
had
going.
exploded and killed everyone, Elliot's still an angel. I don't really know why that fight went so much smoother. In all honesty, I mean, it's just I guess having the slightly better formation to start helped as well. But because, I mean, that was one of the problems with the original formation, is that after we got hit to start with, it messed everything up, so we couldn't get speed buffs and everything up properly. Okay, Ares is leveled up. I wonder what the bonus is. Maelstrom. Extra HP, extra EP, so that basically means that you have infinite mana with this thing. I was kind of wondering if it was going to be the water arts thing, but I didn't know if that was maybe going to be cannons. But that's incredibly good. I mean, Crystal Flood already has like a comically low delay for how strong it is as a spell.
I did it!
I did it!
I did it! I did it!
So we maybe want to retool Elisa back as a water lady. We did it! And the hunk of metal didn't go down gently. But honestly, I like that fight. It's really just my frustration was more like the way you get instantly thrown into it without any prep time, right? Like being able to start with CP as well and change up our orbments and everything really made the fight a lot easier. You guys really are something else. And I should have just trusted in the autosave and like reloaded instantly, but I was like slightly concerned that it wouldn't have autosaved right after we did the Hydra fight. Can't believe you actually beat that thing. Thought I recognized that uniform. You must be those students from the military academy. Thank goodness everyone's alright. Mission complete? It does look that way. Are you all unharmed? Oh, way to show up after we've already fought the monster, Claire. This is what, at least the second time you've done that. Captain Claire, the Railway Military Police. I'm relieved that none of you seem to be seriously injured. Please leave this to us and evacuate the building at once. Huh? What do you mean? This factory contains classified military information and materials. Bro, people are dying. Only authorized personnel are permitted to enter. No exceptions, not even for the daughter of the Reinford family. Can't say I'm happy about this, but, well, she does have a point. We'll leave things here to the Railway Military Police then. Thank you. Like, literally people are being incinerated as you speak. Please show them out immediately, and make sure to treat them courteously. Give special attention to the injured. Yes, ma'am. With the Railway Military Police on the scene, the situation at the factory was under control in no time. They swept through, clearing out the remaining archaisms and extinguishing the fires, bringing an end to the incident. Looks like everything should be alright now. Sounds like all the people who are still inside are safe at least. The Railway Military Police sure have earned their reputation. I agree, and I certainly have a newfound appreciation for their capabilities. Are you okay, Machias? Do you not know what just happened? Because what just happened was they stood back and let like a bunch of freaking 17-year-olds fight a giant robot and then moved in at the last second to take all the credit. Because that's what really happened there. You know, Claire was sitting back waiting like, oh boy, I sure do wish I could go help him, but that robot kicked my ass. If only Reen and friends were here. You know that's what she's thinking. Well, I suppose I should have expected no less from an organization under the Chancellor's direct control. All's well that ends well, I guess. But still, this has the terrorist signature all over it. Sure seems that way. Yeah, don't know why they wouldn't show up in person, though. Yeah, it makes me wonder what they were trying to accomplish here. I'm having that looked into as we speak. What's her? No, it's Claire. Captain Claire, I thought you were still inside or something. Thank you for all your help, Captain. Likewise. Thanks to your quick thinking, none of the personnel were critically injured. Glad to pitch in when we could. I'm just happy to know that all the people inside made it out safely. As am I. That said, it doesn't excuse your actions. What? Lady, people are dying. Shut up. Huh? It was fortunate you were able to defeat that archaism without backup, but I don't appreciate that you ran in there without waiting for us to arrive. Shut up. That's what I think about your objection. Not only does this factory contain confidential information, you yourselves could have been seriously hurt or worse. What? No, I would have never lost to that robot 8 times in a row. What are you crazy, man? I try to get an understanding of the crisis unfolding here, then you do your best to stay out of it. That's what I told you last night, and since it seems it didn't take, I'm telling you again. Wow, talk about a critic. Well, she's not wrong. I realize that, but I'm afraid I can't turn a blind eye to it, especially not when lives are on the line. What? God, Rin looks like such a dork in the summer uniform. I was like, what? When the hell did that happen? Why would he be wearing such a dorky outfit? I'm like, because canonically he's wearing his summer outfit. We have the power to save someone, we don't use it to do that. What kind of people would that make us? That's why even if you reprimand me, I won't regret us doing what we did. Oh. Green. Very well then. Huh? Fortunately, no one was gravely injured, so I'm willing to overlook your rashness this time. But I'd suggest exercising a little more caution in the future. Do I make myself clear? What are you gonna do, arrest me? Yes, actually. Oh, no. Yes, ma'am. Whoa, look at you getting all tongue-tied, lover boy. You falling for her charms. I told you, man. It's not like that. Captain, do we have any idea where the archaism could have come from? The terrorists made us prime suspects, but we didn't see any of them inside. Come to think of it, we were wondering the same thing, so we did a little digging around, and it seems they were brought into the factory in shipping containers. Not just recently either, over 3 months ago. 3 months? That wouldn't mean they've been sitting in the factory since late June, back when we went to Nord Highlands. Or went to the Nord Highlands. And roughly a month for the Impure Liberation Front announced themselves to the world in Heimdall. To be honest, we neglected to consider the possibility ourselves. Unbelievable. Today's incident was planned that far in advance? It certainly appears that way, their leader is frighteningly cunning. But compared to the others, we still haven't turned up much on him. I suspect he was responsible for planning what happened here as well. You're talking about C, right? Isn't that the guy you fought in the Capitol? Fight would be a strong word for what it was. We kind of like tried to hit him, and then he said, I have plot armor, fuck you, and then we lost. He was pretty tough. You can say that again. Exceptional strength and a calculating intellect, it looks like we're up against a real beast. Seems so, we'll need to remain vigilant moving forward. But for now, you can leave things here to us. I suggest you get back to your field study. Wait a minute. Captain Claire, what is it? Is something wrong? There's no sign of the Provincial Army. By now, they should be well aware of what happened here. Damn it, I can't believe I forgot about them. Visible confusion? Whoa, what are you saying? Captain Claire! We've got trouble with the mine. It's been hit by the terrorists. Blast them. That's what they did. They blasted them. What? I feared as much. All units, withdraw. We're heading back to the Shakshan Iron Mine. Send a message to HQ. I need 12 companies from the surrounding area here inside 2 hours. Yes, ma'am. What's going on? I'm not sure, but from the sound of things, the mine we were in yesterday was attacked by the terrorists. Oh no, the miners! Sounds like we better shake a leg. Yeah, come on, let's follow them. First things first, I gotta talk to everyone, though. Everything here is being taken care of. Just move along. Also, Fee, you know, you've had your time in the sun. Monkius, would you like to play? Haha, too bad. I mean, Monkius, you do have some benefit. I mean, you have an absolutely massive HP pool, which is nice, but... I don't know. I just feel like I like Crow better. His ult is way better. Your skill... I mean, Monkius' skills are better, but I feel like he's better supported, or better suited for, like, sitting in the back line where you can be completely safe, and then being able to slot into acceleration if he needs to. I just feel like he serves that role really well. But in hindsight, definitely should have done the quest to get Crow's better equipment. Also, about this, do we want to give you anything? What all do you have? You have auto CP up. I don't really care about your special abilities that much. They're fine, but they're not like... I mean, the Nightmare one's pretty good. I mean, this is more for the 5 speed. The defense is like kind of whatever. Preventing stat down's probably better than 5 speed though. Yeah, I think I prefer Metal of Vigor. Now I think we'll keep rolling with this for now. Just me or the soldiers all seem pretty on edge. You don't think there's something else going on, do you? Gotta be overthinking things, right? I feel like I should pitch in and help clean the place up, but we're not allowed to go inside. Oh well, I guess I should be getting back to my real job. That was one scary fire. Still, everyone who got hurt is being attended to, so it looks like everything's gonna be okay. All of the injured have been taken away to receive medical attention. One silver line is that none of them were gravely injured, and we've got you to thank for that. Woof. My thoughts exactly, sir. I swear I've been worried sick. I suppose all that matters is that they're both safe and unhurt, though. Thank you so much for protecting them, Adios. I was just playing hide and seek when the factory went boom all of a sudden. That really made me jump. Made you jump? It practically gave me a heart attack. Do you have any idea how worried I was? I almost got hurt in the explosion at the factory earlier, but Toddy came and saved me. No, thanks to him, I haven't even got a scratch. He really is a good friend. I gotta make sure he knows how thankful I am. What's up? Why am I the one working the counter anyway? I'm a customer. Come on, shouldn't you be the one doing this? Sure, as soon as you pay off all the money you owe us. Right, I'll get back to work. Dishes in the back, he's got to roll up his sleeves. I swear that Vance. He just ran off and left to go and see what's going on outside. I was surprised as him. I was surprised to hear about the fire nearby as he was. Or I was as surprised. But you don't see me running off and abandoning the diner. He needs to take better care of his business. Well, there ain't no customers, lady. They're all outside. Phew, looks like it's all over. What a relief. That was terrifying. Looks like we all owe a lot to the people who sorted it all out. The railway military police, wasn't it? We're gonna fight, lady. You woke up today and chose violence? Looks like the fire's been put out at least. It's a good start, but it does seem as though some people are hurt in it. I wonder what caused the fire to begin with. It was definitely a Crow's mixtape. Why, hello? What are you doing here? Sharon, what are you even doing here? I came to see how you were all doing. I was worried you may have been injured. I brought a number of Rhineford Company products with me just in case. If you need anything, do let me know. It's as if she already knows we're going to the Shokshan Iron Mine. Why does she always have to be this way? Hell no, this isn't really the time to be arguing. It's pretty good. Oh yeah. I need to go to the pawn shop, dude. I need to go to the pawn shop. So we can get the ultimate Seraphic Ring of plus 1000 HP, which is very exciting. I don't know if there's anything else we can upgrade. But the Seraphic Ring's the main one. Oh, plus 1000 HP of my boy. Give it. And 100 EP. By God. We don't have any regular shinings. We should probably buy one of those. And then the upgraded Crescent Mirror. We could maybe buy a better... We could buy another Crescent Mirror. Maybe come back and do that. Chrono Burst plus 7 speed. That is very good. Shadow Blade. It's only 5%. Didn't it used to be like higher? Wasn't it like 1-to-1 or something crazy? Or like, it was like 50%, I think? I remember it would basically full heal you whenever you used it in I mean, I really only used it in the original trilogy. I don't think we ever really used it at all in Zero or Azure, but... yeah, give me another one of those. Honestly, give me 2. Yeah, buy a couple shinings. Oh, buy 3 so you can have one and an upgraded one. And for this stuff, kind of looking. Yeah, I think that's good. So we want to upgrade some of that stuff. I mean, Chrono Burst seems like an incredible spell, and I think it's even like nerfed. I don't remember what the exact specifics were, but I'm pretty sure I've saw Chrono Burst mentioned in the changelog as being nerfed to some degree, so the fact that it's still like OP as shit is hilarious. It's kind of like funny about like so many of the things in this this game. Like even the stuff that's been like heavily nerfed is still incredibly strong, which just goes to show how broken it was originally. Like apparently Machias's craft costs like 30 CP, like his acceleration craft. Now, the one thing you do have to consider as well is that you have access to that spell earlier in this mod, so there's a bit of like balancing in that regard. But the fact that it had its CP cost more than doubled and it's still incredibly strong is pretty funny. So yeah, go ahead and, I mean, +7 speed is nothing to sneeze at. And really, I mean, who would I want? I mean, I would like to give it to you. Wait, did we upgrade Seraphic Ring? We did. But you get Fortuna. Do I want to keep this on you? I kind of do. I mean, I still want to level Cannon up. So you get Fortuna naturally now, so we could get rid of this for something different. I don't really know what though. Shining maybe? You already have Shining. Yeah, you pretty much have all this. I guess you could just take an EP cut. It's not that great, but it's something. We'll give you the upgraded... Actually, do I want to give it the Ream? No, you have Chrono Burst via this thing, so we'll give you the upgraded Chrono Burst. Do we want Black Bell still? I mean, we really don't need it. I mean, Chrono Drop being twice as fat, or the delay being... It's probably not worth it. It's probably better to just have like a straight up extra spell. Honestly, just having more mana to be able to cast more spells would probably be kind of good. You don't have Crescent Mirror. Yeah, as long as one character has it, it should be okay. And we'll keep you as is for now. AT delay after Water Arts. I mean, what you already have a bunch of water spells, so we don't really need to equip anything else, and we'll probably just I don't really know how the bells would work in that regard. Like if they stack, like there's three options, right? They don't stack at all. They stack multiplicatively, which would mean it reduces the delay by like 75%, or they stack additively, which means they work exactly like they do in, come on man, but they work exactly like they do in Azure. That was crazy. All these cars just shot right by me and headed north. They came from the direction of the station. Dude, did something happen up at the mine? My heart's still racing. I thought everything would be okay if they put out the fire. But then a bunch of military vehicles go roaring off in the distance. What in the world is going on? Also, speaking of military vehicles, now this has nothing to do with military vehicles. We have one whole hardy powder. We'll wait until we get Gaius back to make our juicy kebab. Is there anything we can make that's good that we actually have ingredients for? The sandwiches of Supreme Justice, I kind of like.
All right, I'll give it a try.
If you cook four, okay, I was gonna say if you cook four superb ones, someone's getting his red jacket back. We can't be beat, not even by Ryan, for that's our motto. Might not have the best ring to it, but comes from the heart. Lady, do you not know what's going on outside? Because you still saying the same thing is a little sus. Almost like there's some sort of NPC in a video game. Can I take the elevator? Nah. They don't want us talking to those people upstairs. Well... one other thing I want to check. Did we talk to you over here? Isn't there another guy around here? I guess he's gone. What? Oh, okay, you do sell stuff. What a relief, you're all in good health. Oh, so you're our access to the shop upstairs? Okay. which I don't think we're gonna buy anything. Let's save up our money for the next chapter, I guess, or just for any other stuff. Alrighty, let's move on. Trying to think for a second if there's anything I need to do. Honestly, we could get rid of Silver Bell. I mean, this spell is good, but I don't think we really cast it enough to justify it. But what do I give you instead? Just for curiosity's sake, I'm gonna give you Water Bell just to test it out here. I don't know what to give you instead. Just take a spell known as... Here, just take a Crescent Mirror. I just want to see how it works, if it stacks, and if it does stack, in what regard does it stack. Saw a bunch of military cards racing at Tamford. Did something happen, you think? I thought I heard a siren wailing earlier, too.
Ugh,
My
every
turn,
minute
go!
we spend here, things are getting worse for the miners. Stay calm, Elisa.
Yeah, those poor miners.
the railway
Imagine if they
military
got
police
visited
are
by
on their way,
Angelica.
after all.
Let's at least try and get a look at what's going on.
Now's our chance. Let's get go.
My
Okay, I
turn.
don't want to actually kill you guys.
My turn.
Right!
Okay, so don't
go.
kill him.
My turn.
Here we go.
Okay, it completely stacks.
Right!
So
Everyone,
that's
see you later!
interesting. Maybe one way to think about it. You know, maybe think it's just a little interesting. Well, you could maybe, oh god, dude. Water Bell is back online, dude. I don't even know if I want to use it. That seems like so broken. I'll think about it. Maybe we'll keep it in the back pocket as an option and not only use it if we need to. That does just seem like stupid strong. So what would I equip instead? Honestly, like something that gives you more HP. We don't have the super Tyrolls. You have one? Okay, Machius. I did just praise you for your baller HP amount, but I think Elisa benefits more overall. And then I do want you to keep a Tyrol, but... Okay, I think this is good. I'm not saying we'll never use the water bells or like stack the bells and stuff, but I'm gonna treat it like Adamantine Shield, where the game has to prove to me I need to use it first before I will use it.
But man, if terrorists really were planning to blow up the mine,
It would shake the very foundations of the Empire.
Because, like, my opinion on Adamantine Shield is the only way I'm really going to use it is if we fight an enemy that has an S-break that, like, hits the entire party and kills them instantly. As long as we're dealing with enemies that can't one-shot us, I do not feel the need to use Adamantine Shield, because I just feel like Earth Wall and stuff like that is
That looks like a tough one.
too
Watch
overpowered. Even though I know I never used it in Azure, and I think I used it like twice in Zero at the end of the game. So, I mean, I haven't really used Craft Guard in forever. What the hell? So, I mean, I assume it's just as maybe it's not quite as overpowered as it used to be, but still, I don't really want to use it. This is awful. At least, you know, until we have to. Smoke's pouring out all over the place. Can't see too far like this. Did the terrorists set fire to something? Looks like the fire's been put out, but something still seems off. So the terrorists decided to strike here rather than the military factory. Look, over there by the entrance. Looks like the railway military police and the provincial army. Yeah, but what are they doing here? Looks like the entrance is completely blocked off, too. Let's go and take a closer look. And then they're going to be like, okay, we won't let the railway military police go in, but we'll let these 17-year-olds go do it. Hello. The terrorists have complete control of the mine. Do the terrorists have complete control of anything? And they've taken miners hostage. Any attempt to enter the mine may put their lives in jeopardy. And that's why you're standing out here twiddling your thumbs, not even attempting to negotiate with them? They clearly have an objective in mind here. We can't allow them to buy any further time. It looks like a pretty heated argument. The terrorists have taken over the mine. So I do wonder, like, assuming if this is a diversion, because I can't think of what they would need in the mine itself. I mean, if they could potentially, like, take the mine offline, like, in terms of production, that would be very helpful for, like, the overall Noble faction. But I kind of do wonder if it is, like, a distraction and they're planning something different. If they're planning something different, I feel like it probably has something to do with that big-ass reactor, right? That was mentioned before, that maybe they want to blow that up and Midgar the city. Or at least that's what it looks like at first glance. But why? Man, this is suspicious written all over it. Yup, the provincial army is too well prepared. No matter how you look at it, they've got to be in on it. You can't be serious. In on it. The terrorists set off some kind of explosive in there. And look at all that smoke pouring out. That's what they want you to think. That doesn't look like smoke from a fire to me. They're probably using smoke grenades. Smoke grenades? If that's true, that means the provincial army has some other reason for blockading the mine. Maybe it's has something to do with Reinford's first factory. That's right, the railway military police were investigating the first factory too, weren't they? Yeah, that's what Captain Claire said. And that makes the timing of all this look pretty damn suspect. Almost like there's something they're trying to hide. And that means they sealed the mine to give them time to dispose of it. Makes a fair bit of sense if you think about it. But what could they be trying to hide? What's down there? No way to say for sure right now. What I can say though is that it's pretty likely the miners are in danger. We need to find some way to help them if we can. Let's return to Roar for now. We need to think carefully about what to do next. Elisa. Yeah, if we're gonna go in, it's better to have a plan. Alright, let's head back. Tell me I walked all the way out here for nothing? At least he had the courtesy to teleport me back, but...
Well, to start with, we need to work out exactly what's going on here.
If it's true that the terrorists are working with the Noble faction, then it seems likely their aim is to eliminate the evidence of whatever they've been hiding in the first factory.
But did they really have to go this far? The iron mine is owned by His Majesty the Emperor himself, right?
That's right. The province of Nortia is tasked with managing it while Reinford mines, refines, and processes the iron.
They... Finds?
And iron is the single most vital natural resource to this nation's continued survival.
I mean, air and water are pretty important too. You ask me.
If this isn't resolved quickly, it's going to deal a heavy blow to the entire country, including the nobles themselves.
So I guess the question is just whether the Noble faction and the terrorists realize that or not. Sounds to me like they're a pretty divided bunch as it is.
Yep. The terrorists seem like they're basically all commoners, too. They're only cooperating because they both see the Chancellor as a common enemy.
And if that's the case, it seems pretty likely that what they're doing here is related to that somehow.
Sounds like someone started the party without me.
What are you doing here? Go away. I know you heard about the miners, but it's not that type of miners, Angelica.
Angelica?
You came too, George?
Yo, figured you'd show up eventually.
Well, we had to test the sidecar, obviously.
Spike is just full of surprises.
You made the trip to Ruhr in 7 hours.
God, imagine having to sit next to Angelica for 7 hours. I think I'd fucking die, dude.
So, speed-wise, we're looking great. Comfort, though, we're gonna have to tweak a few things.
I swear, you two never change. Kinda figured Toho wouldn't be able to make it too.
Yeah, she's working on gathering a boatload of information, though. She said she'd be in touch if she finds anything out.
Well, that's reassuring at least.
Could someone tell me what's going on?
You seem to be hot on the trail of something, but I'm not sure
Machias?
it's the same thing we're investigating.
Do I have to tell you that you didn't actually move your glasses or touch them at all?
Does this have something to do with those family affairs you told me you were worried about?
Yeah, it does. I had some nagging suspicions about it. Unfortunately, my hunch turned out to be right on the money.
Hold on. Isn't the director of the first factory...
My dear Uncle Heidel Rogner, yeah. Seems like it might do us both some good to swap info. How about it?
Now, let's find a better place to talk.
The bar.
They're dumping iron onto the black market?
No. Or
Yeah.
Like in a shack.
The amount of steel they're producing doesn't quite match up with the amount of iron ore being mined. That's been the case for quite a few years now.
Officially, the reason given is that the purity of the ore being mined is lower now than it used to be. But if you look at what's coming out of the mine, there's no evidence of that.
Well, that would explain why the figures don't add up.
And because they were feeding the raw iron onto the black market rather than the finished steel...
Elliot, you're oddly happy about all this.
That makes it a lot harder to notice when a little goes missing here and there.
Man, Toho put
There he
all the
goes. He looks
pieces
a bit more
together on her
troubled.
own?
I'd expect no less from my beloved Toa.
She poured over everything. Reinford's yearly sales figures, government reports on the mine's productivity, you name it. That's how she picked up on the discrepancy.
She's really something else.
Iron ore being sold off the black market, accounting sheets that don't add up. George, how much iron ore is unaccounted for, roughly speaking? Do you know?
I mean, at least more than one.
Assuming for a moment that all the missing iron was refined into steel, how much steel would we be looking at?
This is just a bit of speculative math on my part, but I'd say somewhere in the neighborhood of 100,000 Torum, which is enough to build 2,000 oxen tanks.
2,000?
That's practically an army.
I think it's more than practically an army.
The Saxon iron mine is a pillar of the Empire's economy. The amount of iron they pull out of there is almost ridiculous. Even if you pocket a small amount every year, it's going to add up to a lot of iron real quick.
But what are they planning to do with all of it?
Well, you know, kill people.
Is the noble faction trying to make their own tanks in secret?
They couldn't even if they wanted to. Only the second factory has the knowledge and equipment to make tanks. And not only does the second factory have close ties with the Imperial Army, it also leans toward the reformist faction.
You need all kinds of complicated technology to make even a basic tank.
Well, I mean, you know, there's a certain group that maybe could give undesirables knowledge if they wanted to. I'm hitting the button, nothing's happening. 1 second.
It's not as simple as just grabbing some steel, some blueprints, and some grease and getting to work.
So what does that leave them? Selling the iron to another country for profit? I don't know how likely that is. Seems
Oh.
like deals that big would be too easy to trace.
1 second, I'll be right back. I just heard a weird noise. Alright, I'm back.
Okay, so setting aside the ore itself for a moment,
It wasn't anything. The spooky noise was not important, I don't think. Well, I don't know what it was. I don't believe in ghosts, but maybe it was the ghost of the Immortal King coming to get revenge.
now that you know this, and given what's happening in Ruhr right now, what were the two of you planning on doing?
Oh. It's pretty simple. My uncle oversees the first factory, and the provincial army is blockading the mine. There's no way my family isn't involved. On the other side, you've got all the miners just trying to do their jobs who got dragged into this whole mess.
And once again, if we know anything about Angelica, it's that she's always looking out for the miners.
I'm a Ragnar. I might not be a great daughter, but there's no way I'm gonna let this go on without putting up a fight.
Angie,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're seriously gonna go talk to your old man about this?
Hell no. Like he'd even listen to a word I said. Same goes for the Provincial Army. I'd just be wasting my breath. That's why I'm planning on sorting out this mess myself.
You want to
I
explain?
used to work part-time in the mine. I know the place like the back of my hand.
Oh, we sneaking in?
As long as I can find my way inside, I think I can handle the terrorists well enough.
Angelica, you do realize you couldn't even beat Reen. I mean, maybe you've trained a bit more, you've gotten stronger, but you don't stand a ghost of a chance by yourself?
I figured you'd say something like that.
Honestly, does nothing faze you?
In that case, I'd like to ask that you take us along.
Yes, except for Marcus, who needs to stay back and hold the fort down.
We can look at this as a test of how to best respond to a sudden crisis. Looking at it from that perspective, I think it fits neatly within the scope of our field study. You?
Yeah, after hearing all that, I don't want to let them have their way.
Agreed.
I'm with Angelica here. My family's involved in this too. I feel like I have a duty to do something about it.
Thanks. Truth be told, I was kind of hoping you'd back me up anyway.
Because, I mean, you would get absolutely mollywopped.
Whatever help you can give, I'll take it.
And when you join our party, you're still gonna have 40,000 HP, right? Right? Right?
Well, that's that.
The next thing we need to consider is how to slip into the mine without the Provincial Army taking notice. At the very least, Angie should be able to get the officer in charge to talk with her, but...
So, what, we sneak inside while she's distracting them?
I don't know, that sounds a little overly simplistic to work.
Leave finding our way in to me. If anyone's good at cutting red tape, it's my mother. Maybe she could help us out.
She could, but would she?
Yeah.
Well, if you think so.
And what if they just go, hey, can we go in? We have this very valid reason to go into the mine. And they're just like, nah, dude.
All right, I'll leave securing an alternate route to you then. For now, I'm gonna see if I can find out anything else about my family's or the Provincial Army's involvement here. George, give Toa a call and see if you can find out what the Imperial government is doing about all this.
Gotcha.
We have
I'll
one
see
of
if
those?
I can turn up any machinery that might be useful too.
This is starting to feel like last year's field studies all over again.
We're glad to have George, Angelica, and Toa backing us up in a crisis like this. We needed all the help we could get. And as our first order of business, we went to see Chairman Irina, hoping she'd know of some way to sneak into the mine. We should get going too. Your mother should be back at the Rhineford headquarters by now, right? I think so. Sharon said she'd be in around noon. We can always just ask at the reception desk, though. Yeah. Looks like we'll be kicking into high gear again. It's high gear! I feel like every field... I've never even played Overwatch. I feel like every field study is destined to end up like this. I just feel the need to reference that. Because sometimes I reference games and series that I have no knowledge of. And then people will be like, oh, you a fan of that? And I'm like, I don't even know what that's from, dude. Is Devance causing trouble again? You won't find a man much more simple-minded than him. He's more instinct than thought. I always feel bad for saying it, but he'd be lost with that Yuno around. I guess we should end the video here soon, but we'll do a bit of talking. We probably won't do all of it, but maybe everything but the lower level. Don't try and stop me, Yuno. I've got to do this. I used to work at that mine, and now it's up to me to go and save everyone. Not while there are terrorists there, it's not. It's too dangerous. Please calm down and think these through. He's coming for you. Hey, you heard about the terrorists holding themselves up at the mine? You don't think they were the ones that caused the fire at the factory before, do you? Damn it, how the hell are we supposed to work at a time like this? Bro, you're worried about working? I'd be like, I need 2 months off. Paid trauma leave. Yeah, our factory's put all work on hold. We can't do a thing without the iron from the mine. What's gonna happen to us now? I can't believe the Sakshan iron mine has been occupied by terrorists. This is awful. That place has Ruhr's backbone. The city is going to be in trouble if you run out of iron. If only I can only hope the railway military police will sort everything out. Bro, they ain't done nothing, man. They just wait on Reen to save the day. I can't believe the iron mine's been occupied by terrorists. It looks like they've taken us all hostage. Or they've all been taken hostage. No new iron being mined means most of the factories in town can't do any work, and that means we'll see a drop in the number of customers coming in here. Is it true there was a terrorist attack at the mine? That's just awful. The miners there are some of my best customers. I really hope they're all safe so they can give me money. I mean, I guess it'd be cool if they, like, didn't die or whatever, but, you know, really more concerned with them being able to give me money. At least I hope their wills are set up properly. So that their offspring can come over here and give me money. Freight line leading to the iron mine is stopped completely. I suppose the terrorists must really have attacked it. I'm really concerned about the miners. I can only pray that they're okay. Woof. Oh no, we've just been told to stand by for further instructions. Considering how much steel our factory uses, we'd have to go through our reserves in no time if we couldn't get any more. The iron mine's been attacked. What are you supposed to do? I mean, nothing? Hello. I noticed a normal bike parked in front of the store earlier. Never seen a product like that in our lineup. Kinda curious about where they got it. I just want to talk, bro. I've been hearing that the mine has been sealed off. That's the problem. If it's not remedied shortly, it's going to have a major impact on Rhineford and the Empire as a whole. Practically everyone uses the iron from that mine, whether they're boiling water in a kettle or driving a tank. Hello. Thanks for saving me early, Toddy. It was nothing. Stop talking about it already. And quit calling me Toddy. It's really weird. You're really weird. Ah! Is it just me or is everyone in town kind of on edge? Did something happen? Terrace at the mine? But my husband is there. Is he alright? You only got 2 beds. Does that mean, like... I mean, it's too small to fit 2 adults, right? Like, I mean, you could fit, but it would be unbelievably uncomfortable. So does that mean the kid sleeps with the mom and the dad sleeps in his own bed? Like, I really gotta figure... We need to do an investigation on the way beds work in the Zemurian continent. George popped in to say hi earlier and brought me a whole bunch of junk to look at, too. Now, he's a good kid. Gonna make a fine engineer one day, no doubt about it. He's got skills, he's got manners, he's gonna grow up to be a fine engineer. Now, if I were to just ask him for a friend, get another water bell, what would I need? A crystal flood and an aqua bleed? Ooh, sword breaker. Has that been here the entire time? Because, I mean, that's pretty good. But it's also kind of like, I don't know, can we fit it on anyone? Golden bell? Do you need a cross crusade and a golden spear? We probably, because we don't have one of those. Now that would be like comically good for Elliot since he needs 2 space quartzes. And the EP cup we don't really care about. What was it that I needed? I already forgot. It was a golden spear and a cross crusade? I think that's worth, because since we don't have one... Wait, no. I mean, maybe I won't use Water Bell, because Water Bell's like kind of OP as shit, but... I mean, that could be... Maybe, I mean, you know, maybe a little Golden Bell. It seems... I don't know, man. I mean, it seems so good, and EP cut is like so not any use whatsoever. We'll use it for a little bit, maybe. I don't know, man. Can we talk to you, right? Yeah, with the mine is occupied by terrorists. You know, we'll go ahead and stop here since we're at an hour. Next time, we will talk to everyone on the upper level and then go and meet with Elise's mom. I wanted to say Irina's mom for some reason, but yeah, we'll go meet with her and then head over to the mine and get ready to kick some A. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.